Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them.
I'm recording this really late at night before I would usually lay down because I have a lot to say about this whole teacher flirting with a student situation. Because after following the entire story, I feel like this entire thing is a mess. But basically, if you haven't heard about the situation before we get into the entire video, basically a substitute teacher was teaching at a school, and they said not the most appropriate words to say to a student. Now, I don't know what grade they were teaching, but I'm gonna play the video here in a second, but it doesn't really matter because it's a professional environment. But without any further ado, let's begin. Please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and it really does help out my channel. And it's one of the best ways you can support me.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little breakfast. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher. Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound, okay then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them.
Okay, so it's that part at the end that really got this teacher in trouble and actually ended up getting them fired from substitute teaching because they said the sentence, "Damn, shorty, these kids trying to take me down." Now, she did make an apology for this, trying to explain it away by saying it's East Coast slang. Now, as someone who currently lives on the East Coast, I can confirm that it is slang to call someone younger than you a shawty. But there also is context added to it, because everyone on the East Coast also knows that when you say the word shawty to somebody, it also means someone who you're probably trying to flirt with over here. And again, context and comprehension is probably everything in the situation, because you can't really say the word shawty and take me down in the same sentence. I would usually assume as a teacher, you'd probably understand that the context of in which you use the wording is probably not the best here. And it does come across as really creepy. Also, your whole TikTok came across as unprofessional. You literally recorded yourself not doing really anything. And on top of that, I don't even know if you have permission to be recording these children, because who knows, that girl probably was staring at you because she didn't know she was on camera.
You know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context. I'm a content creator, I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get. Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have a class. I had nothing but free time. Aside from the body camera that was already recording, everything else was recorded when I was alone. And as I explained to Lake Cormont when I first arrived, this was my very first time subbing ever. I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I definitely wouldn't have done it.
What do you mean you didn't know you couldn't record students? Of course you can't record people's children without their permission. Of course you cannot record other people's children without asking them first. That is just basic common sense. Also, even if you were alone, people didn't know that because people aren't with you in the TikTok. They can't tell.
I truly would have honestly recorded myself if I knew it was an issue with recording students. I went on TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I am by far no predator or anything close to it. That is insane for it even to be put onto me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth. Like, honestly, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I've been receiving an awful amount of hate. I feel like it was necessary for me to clear my name up. I truly do apologize for how it may seem, but my slang and terminology is much different than yours. But none of the kids knew they were being recorded at any point. And I do apologize for this once again, I truly do, but I had no idea this was prohibited. I assure you that it would have not been posted. What I meant by shorty and the terminology, the kids were going to take me down were absolutely not what you guys took them as. Those kids were smaller than me, shorter than me, younger than me. They are shorties, they are young. That absolutely means nothing with flirting. My terminology is much different from you guys. So I said the kids were going to take me down, as in a phrase of the kids all together. That absolutely did not mean anything sexual.
As someone from the East Coast who understands all the terminology that you're using, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you trying to tell me that this group of high schoolers are planning to jump you? For what reason? That is not how you came across at all. Also, yes, they are younger than you, shorter than you. They are a shorty, but at the same time, you understand that shorty has multiple meanings, especially when you use the words take me down. You shouldn't be using the words damn, shorty, and take me down in the same sentence because it does sound creepy. It's extremely unprofessional. You're in a school environment and it seems like you're trying to come across as the cool teacher when you should just be teaching.
I do have supporters. I do have people that know me. Those kids already had knew me previously. It was several kids coming up to me trying to see, am I that person? That's what I meant by take me down, all hassling me at once is what I meant. Absolutely didn't mean anything sexual from kids. That is sick. Those are kids, so they see me as somebody famous. They were all entouraging me at one time. That's what I meant. I find it sick that you guys would assume that I'd be saying that phrase in any other way. This was a voiceover I added way after I left the school. Again, it was an additional voiceover. It was not recorded. On the videos, it was nothing saying. I was cheering the school on.
The fact that that was an additional voiceover means you had time to ponder over it and you still thought it sounded okay. So you mean while recording that, you didn't think for a second, man, that probably doesn't sound the best.
No harm. The entire 2 days that I worked at Lake Carmel, I did nothing but my job. I was to myself. Not one single kid that could say that I did or said anything inappropriate my time at Lake Carmel those 2 days. It was truly just a misunderstanding. But now that I see with creating content, it's easy to misunderstand and misinterpret things because everyone is free to their own opinions. That doesn't mean just automatically mischaracterize me. Like, truly, like, honestly, you guys, I would truly have to be an idiot to know that I'm doing something wrong that would lead to this much and still do it. I absolutely did not know. What I said in a voiceover was absolutely not meant how you guys took it. I just talk very differently. My slang is different. I do realize that those are students and I am an adult. I should have been way more professional with my word choicing. But again, the kids had absolutely no clue there was an additional voiceover that I added on TikTok. I do realize the mistake I made, honestly and truthfully. I was just in a moment being myself. I wasn't thinking inappropriately at all. I'm still learning. I am aware of that, but I honestly truly didn't know, you guys. Like I just didn't. It's no way that I would have posted it. I wasn't thinking inappropriate. So when you say that I said something inappropriate, it wasn't in a way that you assumed it because I wasn't even thinking that way from the jump. But I truly, sincerely to the bottom of my heart, I do apologize to all of the parents and students at Lake Carmel. I actually loved you guys' school. I would have loved to work there. Like, I know you guys have mischaracterized me, but I am a great person. Like, I am a great person. Aside from the tattoos, I am an excellent person. I do apologize once again. I absolutely meant no harm.
Okay, so I am someone who grew up around the same slang and terminology that this person is using, and I really don't understand how they could make a mistake this big. I feel like if literally anybody else made that voiceover, they would realize, wait, this doesn't sound the best. It sounds like I'm flirting with the students. But as far as apologies go, it's not like a terrible apology, but I still think the situation itself is extremely stupid because you kind of mischaracterized yourself. You probably should have thought a little bit more before posting that, and I understand that you're a content creator, but when you step through the doors of those schools, you're no longer a content creator, you're a teacher. Also, I should probably clarify that their account on TikTok was banned for this, so I did have to use re-uploads of those videos. But I want to know what you guys think, so don't forget to leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it really does help me out, and I'll see you on the next one. Later!